on the phone. But people purchase that shit. People are giant Final Fantasy like gluttons, so it's rough. I do wish Square were reined in a little bit, but it's a bit hard because they just make so much money. But anyway, rant out of the way. Let's jump into the news, shall we? Welcome in for the news of the day for the 19th of March 2022. I'm not wearing a shirt. Sorry, I gotta get these nipples away. Give me a second. There we go. Not professional. Not a professional cat at all. I apologize. I apologize immensely. So let's jump into the news. So we already know I'm gonna probably talk about Square stuff later today, but for jumping in at the start, we'll just jump into some general news. You can get the mobile SNES emulator. Yeah, I know. I think the thing is, it's very funny to talk about emulators. I won't jump into the emulator discussion. I've done it a few times before, but it is very interesting to see how people are willing to spend the amount they do on ports or retro games that they've played a million times before. All right, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 final movie trailer appears. I actually genuinely think this movie looks decent. I never watched the first one because it don't know, it still didn't look great to me. Heard good things about it, but this trailer genuinely seems like they care about where the IP comes from, which is a little weird. Did you see the latest? I did see the latest post. I don't know if they've got this in this article. It doesn't look like they do, but it's funny to have Sonic the Hedgehog 2, the movie, which basically just heavily references Sonic 3. Do you want me to link it? Yeah, go for it, Tante. For a second, I thought he wasn't wearing a shirt. I wasn't wearing a shirt. Let's not talk about that. I have a SNES and a SNES Classic. Nice. I mean, I feel funny about those two as well, the minis in Dominus. But again, if you don't have a method, if you're not as like industrious to go do the things that like the digital stuff, I kind of understand people getting those things, those pieces of hardware. But I do think that in a lot of ways they're like ripped off. Oh, this one. Oh, I hadn't seen this one. I thought you were talking about Tante, the one that was referencing the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 art. Can you at least hack it? Well, the thing is, I have a Raspberry Pi that's pretty much set up for all that stuff, so I don't really need those devices. I'll say that. The Sonic the Hedgehog 2 one. If you can find me that other one, Tante, I might look at that one too. It does look funny though. At the end of the movie, Sonic and Knuckles will merge to become Bluckles. I do wonder whether or not we'll see Supersonic. Actually, I just realized this movie may have Supersonic in it, because we'll watch the trailer and then I'll talk about why I think that might be the case. That might be fun. We got Twitter compression going on.
These rings signify the commitment.
So help me, Thomas. Sorry. Life or death situation. I need you to use the ring.
I don't know why this trailer loops, by the way. It's really weird.
No, my God.
Oh boy.
Hawaii.
I just hope we are not too late.
Oh Lord, there are two of them now.
I love that Tails is properly Tails' voice actor. And I will say Sonic's voice actor is not terrible. I will say that.
The source of ultimate power.
But the Master Emerald! Holy shit!
We need to get it back before the world is
Knuckles, the Master Emerald, and the ancient Echidna temple. So I'm kind of into that.
Space porcupine.
I am an Echidna warrior.
Hedgehog.
It's time to.
I still don't see Robotnik, by the way. All I can see is Jim Carrey. So I guess Robotnik gains the power of the Master Emeralds, which he has never done before. It doesn't give that sort of magical power. That's not how the emeralds work, but
I don't actually
sure.
have a
But
plan.
I'm into Sonic
Hey, you got a little something on your...
in a temple. That's pretty fun. Again, a reference to Sonic 3. It's actually closer to Sonic Adventure, honestly. Which Sonic Adventure 3, Sonic Adventure and Sonic 3 are kind of close in DNA as well, so. You see, Gin is at the start of the first movie too? Oh, do you? Oh, okay.
Oh, great, the Winter Soldier. Fear not.
So, is that in Sonic's world, or is that in? Are they? I'm not quite sure. I don't really know how these movies. Is that meant to be in our world? Those temples and stuff.
No matter what.
But we see the mean bean egg machines from Sonic 3. So actually, I think is that the Sonic 2 one? It's a different planet in a different universe. Oh, okay.
Unstoppable.
But yeah, visually it looks quite nice as well, actually, I would say. I think that's a rough cut. I get this little moment here where they clash. Where are we? I get this for the promo, but I really hope that it doesn't come across so flat where they feel like they're coming in a straight line. That's probably not that nice. I get what they're doing, but it looks a little silly. The rings are a form of space travel? Oh, okay.
For a guy named Knuckles, you are really bad at punching.
But yeah, it generally looks quite good. I'm very excited to have the Master Emerald. Just having a shot that actually is this makes me very happy. Whereas I don't think the first movie seemed like it had anything like this, but very, very cool. I kind of dig this. The worst part about this is there isn't animals in robots. Oh, isn't there? Oh, I guess that makes sense. That'd be weird because the Flickies are animals, but they are Sonic's world's animals. I don't think Robotnik in our world would necessarily be chill with having a movie about a man trapping real life animals. The main three characters all had major personality issues. Sonic's a little goofy in the movies, though Knuckles is treated well. I mean, he seems like Knuckles. He seems like a big brute head that, like, a meathead that's doing the wrong thing, which he generally is, but I'm assuming this is Sonic 3 Knuckles, I'm guessing. Kind of Sonic Adventure start Knuckles. But I'm super into the Master Emerald. This is why I think Super Sonic may be in the film, is two things. The Master Emerald is in here. We haven't got the Chaos Emeralds, but we do have... Where is it? Where's the big robot? Where's the scene with the big robot? Because there's a giant egg robot, which if Sonic fights that in space, there is a high chance that we will find that Sonic will need to get more power and fight big robot. And I'd be very happy with that. But I feel like that might not be the case. This big robot. Look at this lad. This is a unit. And it looks good too. I think that looks fantastic. Look how good that cut is. That looks really, really good. I am super into that. I think we will probably need to see Super Sonic for this fight, because I don't think Tiny Knuckles and Tiny Sonic will be able to take this on. So that'd be a good kicker to the film. Like, this seems like a much more for Sonic fans movie, which I'm kind of into. I enjoyed the first one. It was a fun buddy trip. Imagine Peter if Robotnik imprisoned animals. Yeah, I don't think people will be into. I think it'd be too much. I think people wouldn't be too thrilled if they went the route of having Robotnik actually doing what he normally does. But yeah. But yeah, that's a good trailer. Honestly, I think it's very fun. As a big Sonic fan, I kind of enjoyed that, and I perhaps may have to watch these films now. Now, every piece of Sonic media has wildlife-powered robots. No, they don't. Most of the time, they don't. It was only the OG era. I think once they started going away from the Sega-specific platform consoles, I think that was kind of when they stopped doing that for Robotnik. Report. Perfect Dark Studio, the initiative sees staff departures. All right, jumping in a new article. So, if you guys don't remember, Perfect Dark is actually getting a new release, I guess. I don't know if it's a remake or if it's a new game, but it's kind of rough. Because that means that this game is still mid-development and something must have happened. So the initiative has lost approximately half of its main development team, which that's a shit ton of staff. 34 members have now left. According to the outlet, staff were frustrated and didn't feel heard on surrounding the development. The team also said it was surprised at Microsoft's leniency towards the studio's lack of progress as a result. So yeah. This is pretty rough. I'm not a big Perfect Dark fan, honestly. I love the original, I love GoldenEye, but I'm not really a spacey person. You guys know that. So I never played Perfect Dark, but I know a lot of people are very excited for this. So it's a little sad, and hopefully Microsoft can figure something out, because this again I think is an IP that will sell pretty well. It's just. It seems like perhaps the initiative was not the correct team to put this project with if this was going to be the results of it, unfortunately. But I guess we'll see. Microsoft again has big money. If something went really pear-shaped and if they really wanted to put this project out, they have bucks. They could probably spend it. They could bring in some contractors, but we'll have to see. Pants feck shart. I think that's something completely different, aren't they? This one might impact us. Stranger of Paradise videos and streams cannot show the ending. So, I will probably be playing through the full story. We'll see how people feel about this game. I'll see how I feel about streaming it. But the likelihood was me getting through the entire thing. These games can be relatively decent in size. Neo is a decently sized game. But what I'll say is, if the ending can't be streamed, specifically the final, the content following the final battle until the end, or to be continued, Finn, it pretty much, it's just I can't live stream the very end. So the kicker. So whatever there is as a kicker, which I'm going to take a guess at, is related to Garland turning into chaos, or there is a time loop situation, that's probably be the thing that they're trying to hide. Now, I'm excited for this, but I'm really not a fan when they do this stuff, because I don't think it limits people's ability to play a game and stuff like that. I think it's a bit backwards to think that people won't play a game because they've seen the ending, but at the same time, they own the IPs, they can do what they want, and if they want to put sanctions in some ways on top of streamers and stuff like that for basically using their thing to make money, like streamers make money from basically people, like we're broadcasting their thing. So understandably, there's a reason why they can limit this stuff, but like they can stop the footage from really determined people. Well, the thing is, it depends on how they approach it. A lot of the time when you see this stuff, Red Rover, also welcome in, it's usually more targeted at Japanese streamers. A lot of the time they won't actually go for Western people, just because there is a lot of people to hit if they do that. There's also the message doesn't get out. Like, if I didn't read this article, would have I known that I couldn't stream it? Who knows? Is it going to pop up in my game when I'm in game going, you cannot stream this cannot be recorded? At this point, restricted. I don't think it will. And that's that thing of it. There's the fair enough thing where it's like, it's literally if I stream it and then I played it and then just be like, oh, whoops, then it's one of those things that if they point it out in terms of service or something like that, I'm not even sure they could get past on that. But really, it'd be curious how some of this stuff gets approached, but we'll have to see. Persona 5. I know Atlas is probably the most backwards around it. Atlas is a frustrating company, I will say that. Arceus and Darkrai to come to Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Well, I don't have those games. I imagine people are very excited. I don't actually own an Arceus. I can't believe I've gone through all my Pokemon and I've never owned God Boy here. And he's finally very accessible. I don't have a Darkrai either. And I won't be able to get them. Because they're in the game I don't own. But that's fine. Because there is a better game that we're going to be playing, in my opinion. Legends Arceus. And, yeah. Oh, this isn't related to this. Pokemon Diamond and Shining Pearl, but we'll also get Global Wonder Trade Station. The Wonder Trade's coming back. I actually really like the Wonder Trade. But, yeah. It's a little disappointing it took this long. But I kind of feel like they left the team that made Diamond and Pearl out to dry. Like, they left them out to dry, unfortunately. Not sure Game Freak really did the right thing by them. But, I mean, I think that game still sold well. But if they're really going to bring them into the fold and have them as their backup team to make the, essentially the remakes from here on out, hope they get better support. Because if they fuck up Black and White, I'm going to be very, very upset. I'll be very, very upset. Atlas Tactics, yeah, very much so formidable. So, honestly, I think that the Wonder Trade is the best feature they've ever introduced. I really like Wonder Trading. I don't know why it took them this long, but it's rough. I feel like the horizon that is for Pokemon, I do not know what it looks like because they're already at breaking points and they're still trying to struggle on in various ways, and I don't know how they fix a lot of problems. Again, Digimon shows that they should limit themselves, and it works. Pokemon refuses in a way that's like, it's self-destructive, and I don't know how they deal with this as a problem. Actually get Arceus in Diamond Pearl, Shining Pearl, you have to have caught Arceus. Oh, really, Indominus? Oh, I didn't realize that. I should probably have read that in the article. But that makes sense. I'd rather have the content there on launch. Yeah, I kind of agree. I honestly, well, I feel like Pokemon's a dead horse around here. I have a lot of issues with it. There is a reason why I try to limit myself in terms of what ones I purchase and play now these days. You'll notice a lot of streamers are reaching that point as well. Long-term fans are kind of a little burnt out. I'm not even sure I'll pick up the new game on release if it doesn't really lift its game. Like, as much as, like, the reason why I picked up Arceus was because it was something so different and it was from the mainline team. And I think it tried to introduce interesting sort of features and things like that. I'm not sure returning to the standard Pokemon formula, using the Arceus engine is the solution, but it is a step in the right direction. So we'll have to see what the trailers are for the new game, but yeah, this is just kind of just shows how they are right now. But if you're excited and you want to do Wonder Trade, very good. I feel like a lot of people probably have moved on from it though. Oh my god. All right, let's talk Monster Hunter. So if you guys did not catch, there was a direct for Monster Hunter Sunbreak. I have stopped playing Monster Hunter for a while now just because I really ran out of things to do in Rise. Like, there was something that just wasn't clicking for the post game in that game. Pretty much did all I wanted to do with it. But I think we've got the trailers here, hopefully. So we got a direct with a bit of breakdown associated to it, but they released this trailer that they called The Three Lords. Let's check it out. I thought this was a four-legged monster. It is a monkey. We're getting another gorilla. This boy looks pretty cool. I've said this on Twitter and a few other places. This genuinely looks like a much more fun fight than a lot of the other monkeys. Very strong. But one of the three lords, essentially. With the werewolf and the vampire dragon, we've now been introduced to the supposedly the main villains for this one. So not the Fatal 4, Fatal 3. Frankenstein? Yeah, he's meant to be Frankenstein, I think. He has fire and water.
Present the hunter from Komura.
Humble greetings. All right, everyone.
There's so much I want to talk over this, but I won't. So this girl is obviously like a priestess or a princess or something in this world. She's someone important. But a castle map, chat. We get to climb around a castle map. I'm very excited. It looks like it's got a lot of biomes in it. It's ice. Seems to be sort of that oozy, sort of jungly area. Here's our new werewolf version of Toby Kadachi, who actually can stand on 2 feet as his second phase, so he actually seems pretty strong. We're getting a Bishatin that's got explosive coconuts, so he looks strong. We've got a lasso now. We can pull monsters into walls. We can see that we can do battles of the essentially turf wars are back. I don't know what that window was. I don't know if you shoot within that window, it makes the bullets stronger. There's so much in this trailer. That's why Monster Hunter trailers are very good. They're very dense.
Something odious.
A bit like me. Malzeno, he looks genuinely really cool. So his thing must be these butterflies. So he's similar to Zinogre. I guess he uses butterflies as his thing. So I'm guessing he must be the main villain. But bit of a kicker. They chucked in Astalos. We have speaking of the Fatal Four, a returner of the Fatal Four. One that people are very excited for. I don't know if we'll ever get Gammoth back. Might, who knows? There's a nice area here. But Astalos. And he looks pretty fucking good. This is very nice looking. I've seen him in game as well. They've got a few screenshots and some videos of him. Shit. I'm excited for Astalos. He's very fun. People who are big anime fans, anime looking armor, they'll probably like this guy. Nobody wants Gammoth back. I know. Gammoth just... I feel like if they brought Gammoth back, they'd need to figure out how to make it more threatening. Because that monster is not threatening. But June 30th, we now have a release date. Holy shit, that's soon. Guys, that's crazy soon. I was expecting an announcement for this to be end of year. I was looking at maybe an October window. This is way sooner than I was expecting. So, holy crap. This kind of explains why I think they ended Rise's post-game prematurely because they wanted to put more into this. Because honestly, it felt like there was a bit of an issue with base Rise not having enough post-game sort of prepped for it. And I wonder whether or not it was like, we just need to get it into Sunbreak, and now Sunbreak is coming out relatively quickly because very likely the Monster Hunter World 2 announcement isn't going to be too far off from this. So I would imagine that we might have this for about a year, and then we'll get the announcement for probably 6 months after that we are probably getting Monster Hunter World 2. This seems very, 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 very fast. Time to attack the feet again? Yeah. Dracula's motherfucker. I really like Malzeno. So we got a couple of armor sets shown off. So this is just the upgrade one if you own the game and get the DLC. You get to be a bit of a Helsing. A Helsing boy, which I'm pretty into. You get a Shiba Inu and just a Calico Cat. I think I'm not really into these sort of models for the dogs and cats, but I know some people like them. There's going to be obviously the pack where you can buy both of them at the same time, or you can just buy Sunbreak as an upgrade. There is also a deluxe outfit that there is a deluxe outfit that they didn't show off here, but good trailer, lots in it. I think the reason they came back in order, they have Iceborne return Glavenus since they have the Brute Wyverns. Mizu came back in Rise because of the return of the Leviathans. Aslo is coming back with Flying Wyverns. Yeah, I kind of agree with that in a sense. I think that Glavenus worked well in World. I think Mizu worked well in Rise, and I think that Astalos, with having more verticality, I think he'll work well. So if they fix how a lot of the flying patterns are, and they let the flying monsters explore more, which it felt like that they wanted to do, it probably will work a bit better for Sunbreak. So logically, it makes sense the ones they've picked. Again, not really sure where you fit big Mammoth. Once Teostra is released, it was basically all I ran. Or looking for the post game that isn't just. I know that I informed it all that it's a bit disappointing that Rise's base armor sets is more routed than we've ever had before. I know people say it's always that way in base game. It is not. That is not true. So I don't know. We'll see, but hopefully we will have a little bit more variancy on armors and weapons, because I feel like there was far too much the same. Oh, also Tante, I forgot to grab the image, the link for the Sonic poster. But yes, it looks like we've got a lot in this. So we're going to the new zone. So it looks like this isn't actually on the mainland, I don't think. This looks like an outpost outside of the region. Now, if you guys don't know Monster Hunter lore, there is a location that is essentially, it's the Hidden Kingdom. No one is supposed to go there. And essentially they block themselves from trade and interaction from the rest of the world. But they were seemingly a night civilization that may have technology that has advanced a bit further than our own. Don't really know much about them. They were meant to be sort of, I think it was the land of the elves, but that might be who these are. And because this is so far, like knights and armor and castles and stuff like that, that's not new to Monster Hunter, but it's definitely a scenario where it feels like this is a different nation. Like, so we get to see the new hub, new area. I think it looks genuinely pretty. We can see our new. I really like the look of our new blacksmith. It's nice to have a female redhead blacksmith. We've got another one. I think this is our third question mark. This girl is obviously our handler, and she seemingly is someone important. I'm assuming she's like a princess from the lands or something like that. Charm grind isn't enough. Oh yeah, man, they need to fix the charm grind. I think it's genuinely really bad. What's this, Tante? Mahunter, thank you. There is some armor sets in here if you're paying attention. There was a little train, I like that. This is, I guess, our new commander.
The hunter.
So there are some armor sets that we get to see in these trailers and some other trailers that are like essentially hints to new things we'll get, new monsters. There's, I think, 2 in this. And there is some armor sets for master rank versions, as well as armor sets for the new monsters as well. So I like the Bayonetta looking lady. I don't know, I think she must be just a master hunter. She might be a quest giver or something like that. But yeah, there's obviously new Wirebug moves coming. They're improving a whole heap of stuff. There's actually improvements that are just coming to base Rise as well. I don't know if those patches will come out before Sunbreak comes out. But it looks like they're really trying to take it to the next level. I think I'm interested in the essentially crashing them into walls. However, it might go down the road of, hey, you know what? This might be really, really returning to the era of World or Iceborne when we were just running everything into walls. I really hope we don't have wall break loops. Because that was not, I was not a big fan of an introduction of in World with that, because it really just, it made combat very route, and I don't think I like that so much for Monster Hunter. Who else made a full Valstrax armor and stuck to it? I didn't, because of I feel like it doesn't work as great with Greatsword, because you can pull more damage out easier. But I think everyone went, I think the Masters route is what most people went. But yeah. Again, I think lots in this trailer. Very excited. She'll probably give the egg quest. But yeah, if you want, there's some screenshots, there's some short videos, some short trailers that were released on the Japanese YouTube and Twitter. But looks good. Again, it's Monster Hunter. I'm gonna love the shit out of this. I'm gonna play the absolute shit out of it, and I know you guys will too. Full resentment, Counter-Strike, just so I can feel something? Oh, God. I didn't grab the other article. There's an article that showed the other armor, but I don't know where that is now. There's essentially a vampire armor as well if you want it on the deluxe edition. All right, we better keep moving because I feel like I'm going a bit slow today. Elden Ring sales reached 12 million units worldwide and it will expand the brand. How do you expand it already? I don't understand. Holy shit, Souls is everything right now. Elden Ring has captured the world and it's not a mainline, like it's not a GTA, it's not a sports game, it's not a racing game. This game sold very, very, very well. FromSoft have proved that if you have a passion team that refine what they can do and they have the money, they can make something extremely special. And Elden Ring is a very, very good game. I don't do 10 out of 10s. It has broken into my like 99% category though, where I have almost no faults to this game. I think it's just fun. It breaks you. It gives you so much content that I find like there's no reason to complain because there's just so much to do and so many different ways to do it. Like if you like this type of game, this will easily be one of the best games you've ever played. So Elden Ring, very good. FromSoft did extremely well. So congrats to them. Rise for me just felt a bit incomplete with the end game. Yeah, it definitely was. It really did feel that way, unfortunately, in Dominus. Wasn't going to be the full package. We have to wait to the ultimate version. Yeah, I don't know. I really think it's rough for people who played Rise. I think if people who got it on PC probably were in a better boat, honestly. I feel like if you got it on PC, you probably won out there. What up, Binguses? It's your favorite only music artist? Hey, Salmas, what are you doing? Oh yeah, you got a SoundCloud. How's the SoundCloud be going? We know only 10 out of 10 is falsified. God. Sega Genesis, Nintendo Switch Online adds Alien Soldier, Light Crusader, and Super Fantasy Zone. So I have not played any of these games, but this is good to see just because that means that Sega is actually releasing more on the Nintendo Switch. I was getting a little worried because it was weird because they put their base games on there and it didn't seem like that they were going to add any more, but we're going to get some more games. Again, I haven't played any of these. I probably will actually play them for the first time on this. But I wasn't a huge Genesis boy, I'll say that. So it'll be interesting to see if any of these sort of click post, but I get them for free and I'm very happy about it. I brought the Genesis Switch controller. Dante, you haven't purchased the upgrade for the Nintendo thing, but you purchased the Genesis Switch controller. You're a mad lad, you know that. Uploaded new stuff. You should totally go listen. Self promo. Here's one for Samurai, which I just want to talk about because I thought it was funny because I just realized it's this is a concept I don't know if I've really seen much ever selling. Hatsune Miku Isho ni Jigsaw Puzzle announced for Switch. It's Miku could just sell anything, honestly. You could just slap her on anything and people will purchase the games. But a puzzle game, I don't know if and it's not like as in puzzle as in puzzler. It's puzzles as in making puzzles, which is weird. Like jigsaw puzzles. I am shocked I've never seen a game do this before. If someone knows of one that like was relatively successful, you should let me know because I genuinely don't think I've ever seen one, which kind of befuddled me when I realized this. The controller will be good for proper PC emulator without input delay. Oh, that's clever. That's a good idea, actually. You're sponsoring the stream? I mean, honestly, Selma's, everyone that donates to the stream, they are effectively sponsoring it, so yes. All right, so I don't play For the record, I don't play Epic 7. It's a gacha game. It does look nice. But I just want to talk about that Jacko is in Epic 7 now, and she looks very fucking cute. If you don't know, she's my favorite Guilty Gear character. And I'm gonna watch this trailer now. Oh look, she's tiny. Oh, she's like a little. Oh wow, that was a really nice transition. There's my girl. Go stream my music. Salvas. DMCA? No, that's Guilty Gear music. I can get away with that.
프로그램된 자신의 인격과 의식 밑에 있는 아리아의 인격과의 혼재로 불안정한
I was gonna say, is Epic 7 not Japanese?
쿨하고 이지적인 행동을 보여주지만 감정이 격할 때는 어린 소녀와 같은
What is this language? I don't think this is Korean. This sounds Taiwanese to me.
가면을 착용하고 있습니다.
Oh wow, I didn't realize. Hang on, sorry. Wait, hang on. I didn't realize that all these characters were in this game. What? Elfa, Soul, and our Dragon Girl here. They're all in this? When? Okay, obviously I haven't been paying attention. Anyway, I won't watch all of this, but it's a gacha game. It's a gacha RPG. I just wanted to talk about the fact that Jacko's in that. All right, I'll talk about Elden Ring one more time, chat. I'm sorry, I have to talk about Elden Ring again. Elden Ring patch 1.03. I should have put this with the other one. Adds markers for NPCs on the map. It didn't just do that. This article undercuts how big this patch is. So if you guys didn't see me gush about this in Discord or on Twitter, this is fucking insane. This patch that released by FromSoft, very big. So Elden Ring actually has a lot of quests to do, a lot of story quests. However, there are kind of few of them that have been cut short because they never finished them. And what's interesting about this is they have added them in. And some of them tie to endings. They won't give you a new ending, but they're tied to information related to endings. There are new items because of that, and there is, I mean, there's some stuff in Jarburg. Well, there's actually stuff in Jarburg. So stuff that obviously didn't reach gold, but they had it prepped and they wanted to clean it and they got it finished. They've added some new NPCs for fights and stuff like that, which adds story again. They've made a whole heap of bug fixes. They've added massive balance patches, which is crazy. And some of the stuff needed to be nerfed. Some of the stuff got nerfed a little bit harder than I think that it probably should have been. And then stuff that hasn't been. Unfortunately, those bugs that we encountered during playing haven't been fixed, but other bugs have been fixed. There's quite a lot. People have done full videos of breakdown on all these changes. There's a fantastic Twitter thread that I've retweeted, which basically breaks down a whole heap of changes. And that's just stuff people have discovered. So, yeah, if they release more patches like this, I'm very excited. Welcome to the Elden Ring Anonymous. Say your name and why you can't stop it. Good. Look, Elden Ring's very good in Dominus. I'm very big fan of this game. Very big fan. I'm also a big fan of Sonic, who is turned into a VTuber and now he's dragged Tails along for the ride. If you guys haven't seen this, what's funny about this is we already knew Tails had a VTuber avatar. We've seen them in different promos and live things and things like that. So it's like, we're not too surprised, but if you want to go watch mascots be VTubers, you can do that. I feel funny for the voice actors. You have to be very charismatic as a voice actor to be able to pull this shit off. Most Japanese voice actors are.
Hey everyone, how are you all doing?
Oh, it's the English ones. What?
Right, I can't see your responses yet. I wanted to let you all know that I'm starting my own show. I can't wait to tell you all more about me and my friends, answer some frequently asked questions, and maybe even bring some special guests on the show. I'm publishing the first one next week. See you then!
I didn't know this. I didn't know the English ones were doing it. So we knew the Japanese ones. So they've basically given the avatar to the English ones now to do, because I'm guessing this is.
Hey guys! Oh, there's Sonic.
Because this, so we can hear this is Sonic's Japanese voice actor. So
いいね。ここもすごく賑やかで楽しそうだぜ。みんな、お祝いのコメント、Thanks! 30年でも100
so yeah, I don't know. It's funny. I don't know who watches or who would want to watch these things. They're cute little advertisements, but I don't know. Who would win, Melania or Thanos? Find out next. Oh God, please no, Klunima. Please no. I feel like it'd be curious if there ever was a FromSoft crossover to anything, but I can't wait for Tails to get cancelled. Hashtag cancelled Tails. God. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know who's necessarily this is for to watch, but someone probably will watch it. Thelmas. Shameless. In good news, itch.io bundle for Ukraine raised $6.3 million. The fundraiser closes after 10 days with 449,000 contributors. Holy crap. That's amazing. Again, I suggested people picking up this bundle. Very, very good bundle. Lots of very cool stuff in there if you haven't picked them up. And all the proceeds went to helping the Ukraine, various different organizations that are helping within the war and stuff like that. And it's just good to see. I'm very happy with the fact that the games industry took such a very positive approach to helping with all of this. And like I said, this one was just a good bundle. Holy shit, this was just a good bundle. If you want to just get a shit ton of games. I don't think it's still up. I'll have a look. Let's have a look. Oh, I don't think this is up anymore, but let's have a look, see. Yeah, the bundle ended yesterday at 6 p.m. So yeah, if you missed it, very good bundle. It had like 100 games, 1,000 games, sorry. And yeah, it's very good. We pointed out just how many amazing games there were in there, but yeah, very cool to see. All right, out of the general, let's jump into money for merch. Who wants to buy me something? Don't, please don't. Monster Hunter Baohute Kigurumi. I never say this word. Kigurumi. Lets you look like a feline. I mean, I don't really need this, honestly, but I just saw this and I was like, do I need this? Is this how I go to conventions? Is this not very flattering photos? I'll say that. It's not the most flattering looking thing ever, but she looks very, very bored. Kigurumi. Holy shit. Al, you wearing this? You gonna get one? Is this like if a fan meetup ever happened, this is that everyone has to wear these? Wear your stories beanie? My stories beanie. Hey Shavo. Beanie. Give me 2 seconds. Which one's my story? Oh, this one. Was it this one? Oh, it's all squashed. Why is it all squashed? Who sat on my hat? There we go. Maybe I might squish it a tad. There we go. Might want to take it to your tailor. All right, but yeah, funny thing to see. All right, events. So, a few events coming up. Indie Games Connect 2022 is a free convention for Konami. So we're getting a Japanese indie convention, another one, but this one's actually hosted by Konami, and hopefully it's good. Again, I'm always a fan when more indie events come up, but specifically Japanese indie stuff, there's a lot of it that just never sees light of day outside of Japan, and there's some really interesting stuff. Like I said, they're always very creative over there, and it makes me excited to see a lot of games that come out. It's too cat-like. I want a bird onesie one. I wonder if there'd totally be a bird one for sure, Al. Desire the hat sit. I'll sit on your hats to play a specific game. Indominus, please. I don't want my hats all smelling like your ass. Konami really out there nerfing asses? What? I'm confused. Japan Fighting Round Game Publishers Roundtable 3 will air in March 2022. If you haven't watched these, it is very fun because all the FGC or fighting game developers, rather FGDs, in Japan basically know each other. They've all hung out quite a lot, and it's funny when they get together, and it's interesting to hear them talk about how game development is for their fighting games and their plans and stuff like that. So you'll recognize some of these names here: Daisuke Ishiwatari, Akira Katano, Akira Nishitani, Yusuke Oda, Shusei Matsumoto, Seiji can't say this one, Aoki, and Katsuhiro Harada. So we've got Guilty Gear, Akira, King of Fighters, Street Fighter, Virtua Fighter, which is interesting, and Tekken. So this will just be fun to hear and see if we get little tips to the things that might be coming out in the future. Play Temtem! God. Would I ever play Temtem? I have no idea. And in a reverse, we're actually not announcing an event. We're actually doing a reverse here. EA Play will skip 2022, which is fine. I mean, I put up your hands here if you've ever watched an EA live. I don't really know who these are for. I don't know if EA has enough IPs to really do a direct, and I think a lot of their ones are very cyclical, so I don't know if they're really like titles that will have people on the edge of their seats when a new title gets announced or an update comes up. But perhaps there is, I don't know. Considering Battlefield did not go very well, I would imagine that might be in tied with this, but because otherwise I would assume Battlefield's updates would probably be associated to it. But yeah, no EA this year. All right, now to some cool shit. Announcements time. Live Assassin's Creed announcement. God. 2K and Supermassive Games announced teen horror game, The Quarry. So Supermassive have done fantastic work in the past on their games. I'm curious though, because I feel like they were working on something else at the moment. But yeah, considering their previous titles are just very, 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 very nice looking, and they really understand the genre of horror movie games, that I think people will really dig this. So I guess let's watch the trailer. I still haven't watched this myself, but content warning, I have no idea how terrifying this is.
Yeah, Hackett's Quarry forever!
We won't get how we find out about the generic sports game.
Before the sun goes down.
The list of actors is insane. I mean, the previous one was pretty good.
Damn it! I thought I told you kids to check everything.
Look, it's not that big of a deal, okay? We'll just spend one more night here.
No!
As long as they look like them.
Just
But then again,
stop.
I might not recognize some actors here, so.
Okay. Make sure that everybody is inside the lodge for tonight. Lock
It's very different color palette. It looks like they've gone for a more like,
Got it?
not a very bright looking environment.
We'll get you all on the road.
What if we're out partying tonight out in the woods?
I assume it's
and we
mostly
end
'cause
up
it's meant to be at
in
night.
a most dangerous game situation?
Like when people hunt other people?
Yeah, I mean, think about it. It's camp is over and hunting season has just begun.
Same universe as Until Dawn? I have no idea.
That was pretty spooky. Maybe it's your girlfriend, Brian.
The hack of Hackett's Quarry.
Did you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
Should we look?
Maybe it was the bears.
And why does everyone blame everything on bears?
Do
Okay.
you got anything better? I mean, like zombies, aliens, time-hopping Draculas?
Ryan?
Hey! Run!
Anything needs to happen, please.
We ain't playing games no more.
I have no idea. This feels very it feels like Until Dawn 2.
Terrified kids are bad for business. You have to cut it off. Cut it off. Anyway, maybe just ease up on the ghost stories.
Sorry.
Just stick to Kumbaya next time, okay?
What's that?
You guys don't do Kumbaya anymore?
What? What? That was a very weird, awkward moment in the trailer. Oh, because they wanted to put the song here. Okay.
Hello, my friend.
There's a lot of actors I don't think I knew there, Al, but I imagine we're getting really good horror movie actors. Oh, yeah, so that makes sense to me. I get it. Boomer joke, boomer joke. EA Live or whatever, just be Andrew Wilson reading off the latest employee layoffs. Oh my god. That'd be pretty funny. If this is the latest multiplayer, if this has multiplayer like the Dark Picture anthology games, I'm getting this day one. Wait, hang on. The anthology games have multiplayer? I didn't know that. I thought they did. I thought they were full single player. But yeah, this is Supermassive. It's not Dark Anthologies. So it is very much the original. It's like the developers that made essentially Until Dawn, and it looks like Until Dawn 2. It really does, and it feels like it's very much the same vibe. Curious if this will be as much of a hit. I think that formula works. I don't think they've wringed that dry yet. Anthologies are a different type of storytelling, very short form, whereas this looks like it's another long form one. And I think that it works well because it gets you invested in the characters. So then you will actually give a shit about if they die and stuff like that. So yeah, exciting. Definitely exciting. They have multiplayer. I did not know that. Hogwarts Legacy adds Switch version, launches this holiday. New details, gameplay, and screenshots. I don't know how long this is. I was going to watch the state of play, and I kept not making time for it. I will have to watch that at some point. But I know a lot of people are very funny about this one. So when we first got the trailer, it looked like an exciting game. I know a lot of people are not wanting to give to the Harry Potter IP because of, I almost said Rowan Atkinson, not Rowan Atkinson, J.K. Rowling, and statements and stuff she's had. But it's a little sad because that original trailer looked quite good, and more interesting for a Harry Potter IP thing than I've seen in eternity. So this is a 14-minute. This is no way it's a 14-minute trailer. Oh my god! Wow, how much are they showing off in this? Oh my god! All right, we might skip through this, but hopefully they put a little trailer at start. We want to play all the anthology games together. I think that they're very hit and miss, but they're fun. This will be all in engine, I imagine. Hogwarts. We're going back to Hogwarts, chat. But it's set in the past. It's not in the modern era. It's when wizards and witches reigned. I watched all the movies legally recently. Massive shame it's all... Yeah. The thing is, I don't like the later movies. I think the series goes to shit after the halfway point. But I think the basis of the Harry Potter world still is very fun.
You're a new student at the famed School of Witchcraft and Wizardry with a unique ability to manipulate powerful ancient magic hidden in the wizarding world. You'll need to uncover what's behind the return of this forgotten magic and who is seeking to harness it.
Oh, dude, that looks so good.
The one that decides the fate of the entire wizarding
This game looks kind of money. This game looks like it might have had a lot of dosh behind it. What the fuck? There's no way that's an engine. That has to be a cinematic. That looks so clean.
The witch or wizard you want to be.
Oh, people are gonna lose their fucking mind over this game, aren't
You'll be
they?
sorted into one of the 4 Hogwarts houses: Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, or Slytherin. After you settle into your dormitory, you will meet up with your housemates.
I prefer
in the
Wizard
common room.
101.
You will then need to attend
Dude, this looks
classes,
really
and you do have
nice.
some catching up to do,
There is a
as
lot
you
of
are
assets on
starting
screen.
Hogwarts late as a 5th year.
So you are the new student.
You'll begin your studies attending Charms, Defense Against the Dark Arts, Herbology, and Potions classes, to name a few.
I just watched the Harry Potter series for the first time recently. It was a good watch. A lot of magic systems, but good watch. I hate a lot of the magic. I like, dude, oh my god, they animate really well. So again, honestly, I think it's a very fun universe. I just think that it got used in a funny way in the end. And I think it leaned too heavy on the whole, like, good versus evil and the control of the world situation.
I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge.
The best way
He's left a lot of details out.
We start with you two.
I think the first few books were very fun as a children's story read. I don't know. I think it's one of those things that it's like it tried to age with the readers, and I feel like it didn't quite work for me. All right, we won't watch all of this, but this genuinely looks really, really nice. I might watch this in full later, but just skipping through, this looks very, very clean. I mean, I wouldn't say the combat is looking particularly snazzy,
Students who become particularly
but
adept at spellcasting.
we'll see. I think the combat's maybe not looking too snazzy, but
That will increase your offensive.
as
and
long as the game loop is good,
magical
I think it
beasts.
looks like a pretty fun experience. Is that one of those monsters from the animal movie, the monster movie or whatever they had? Kind of looks like it. But yeah, if you guys want to watch that, that's out there. Looking pretty decent. And Niffler? It is, okay. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass Wave 1 trailer. So, I will probably be playing this later today. I haven't done any of the tracks yet, but I'm very excited. Was that a dinosaur? No, he's a little platypus fella. So these are the maps we're going to get. So we're getting Paris Promenade. I don't know this one. Oh, it's from World Tour. Okay. So it's going to be weird. We have real world locations in our Mario Karts now. Again, they look very flat, but I heard a rumor that these maps might have some divergencies, like they will differ every single time you play them, because that's apparently what the mobile game did. If it's true, that's pretty cool. Didn't Mario Kart Wii have France? Did it? I don't remember that. Yeah, this one's gonna fuck people up. Choco Mountain sucks, by the way. The RNG on Choco Mountain is rough. I wonder whether or not the glitch like exists. And there it is. That's the one everyone's gonna lose this shit over. I like Coconut Mall, so it's a good track. So is this all the ones for Wave 1, or was there more?
Tokyo.
There's more. There's a Tokyo map. Oh, that's cool. They're very flat. I will say that they're very, very flat. I wonder whether or not they'll release a texture upgrade. It's also weird because it's like, is there going to be a Mario Kart 9? And what do they do to compete against Mario Kart 8 once 9 comes out? Because, like, are they going to have to remake all these tracks again?
Sky Garden.
Wait, how many? Hang on, is this just in Wave 1? This is so many tracks. Dude, there's so much in here. You've all been Coconut Mall. I love the Coconut Mall song.
Ninja Hideaway.
Another Japanese map. Wow, they put 2 Japanese map in one pack. That's interesting. Oh, this one has a good song. I think I'm gonna like the song in this.
The Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass. 8 courses at a time will come down the track.
8 courses at a time. Okay, so we're getting 8 courses. So we get 2 different cups this time. So I don't know when the next set is, but that's pretty good.
Zooming in by the end of 2023. Wave 1 launches March 18th on Nintendo Switch.
Cool. So it's out.
Race on these courses
They haven't stated when the next pack is. That's fine. I was hoping they might have like a little teaser as to when it is, but the end of 2023, I assume there's going to be at least like 3 to 4 months between each set then. But cool. I'm excited. I'm very much looking forward to playing that later today. DNF Duel Ghostblade trailer. So these arcs is fucking killer. I've already watched this trailer. This is very, very nice. So if you've not played Dungeon Fighter, like me, this just seems unknown and new and shiny and fucking amazing. This guy is essentially a 2 swordsman with 1 sword because he summons a second sword with that spirit. So this dude just looks amazing. This game, if it's not, like people have said it's a bit route for a fighting game, but people are very into the visuals. So if you're a Dungeon Fighter fan, you probably are gushing about this game. So I don't know how long it's going to be until that game comes out, but it's looking really, really nice. It has already had a play demo and people enjoyed it, but really just waiting for that announcement date. So it's apparently this summer, so for winter for Australia. So it's halfway in through the year sometime, but hopefully they announce an actual release date soon. Resident Evil Netflix series coming in July. Oh my gosh, hang on. So hold up, chat. This is not a great article. We're going to find a better article. Polygon will do. Polygon will do. Do you plan on buying the Mario Kart 8 DLC on or offline? If online, I'll pick it up now. I'll be playing it this weekend, Tante, on stream with everyone. I don't know if I want to play it solo first today, or I might play it online with everyone. It depends on how online works with it, if I can restrict those tracks. But yes, I will be playing it at least, if not today, tomorrow, I believe. So if that puts into consideration for you. Netflix Resident Evil live action series gets teaser art and summer release date. So let's see if this Polygon article is actually decent. So yeah, I'm probably not going to be too interested in this. I'm not a Netflix person, not Netflix. I'm not a Resident Evil person. I'm not a zombie person, but I can imagine some people excited about this. I feel like we've got a lot of Resident Evil stuff recently with the fact there's a new CGI movie thing coming too as well. So the series is one that just keeps on kicking. I hope people can play it online without having to own the tracks. That's what I heard. Interesting. I wonder how that works. Maybe we can figure that out, Tante. Maybe we can figure it out today. So maybe you can hold that thought. Full Metal Alchemist Mobile second trailer. So the first trailer did not have much in it. Dude. As an FMA fan, this looks so good. I might play this. For the 20th anniversary of Full Metal Alchemist, we're not only getting that live action movie, we're getting a game that genuinely looks really nice. Eduardo! Well, Alfonso! So we can see a little bit of live 2D, but we can see the 3D models in the background. These animate so well. So this is a mobile game, but as a mobile game, it emulates the anime so well. If you haven't watched Brotherhood, Brotherhood is so clean. I love FMA to death, and this is very exciting. Generally, I still think is the best shonen. I think that it has the best overall story. It's so fun. I don't know why this game looks as good as it does. It's Square Enix, by the way. I hadn't realized it was Square originally, I don't think. But it's... I don't know. It's weird to see Square making a game like this, and I don't know what happened internal to make this happen, but it looks genuinely quite fun. There's a lot of different game modes. It looks like it visually, it just is sort of stunning. I will probably be picking this up on Steam, I think, or which PC platform they're going to have it onto. But it's very much, it's an RPG. It looks like it's tactics RPG, but there is like an action component to it. So I'm not sure how that works, but it's just nice to have Fullmetal Alchemist get a good video game. I mean, I say that, I don't know because we haven't played it, but fingers crossed this is quite good. Hell yeah. Ranking Jitsusi.
俺はお前たちが世界と呼ぶ存在。あるいは宇宙、あるいは神、あるいは真理、あるいは善、あるいは一。そして、俺はお前だ。ようこそ、身の程知らずのバカ野郎。
I really like that line. The Greater Wills is just it's just fun. I love Fullmetal Alchemist. All right, last of the announcements. This one actually kind of took me by surprise as well. Also another PC/mobile game. Arknights Enfield. This is not a mainline Arknights game. This isn't to do with the other. Well, it kind of is. It seems to be a separate story universe. Also looking very, very nice. If you don't know, Arknights is extremely big in Japan. Very, very, very big. Makes a lot of money. And thus, Hyperglyph have got the ability to make a full-on new game.
Welcome back, Administrator. Enfield guidance system at your service.
I'm going to grab the DLC now, probably grind for ranks offline. I'm curious how I'll probably end up playing a lot of Mario Kart again because of this. That's what's happening, Tate. We'll have to that'll be our weekly. We have our Mario Kart a week. This trailer looks very nice. I don't really know much about Arknights other than they're furry people in a sort of dystopian cyberpunk world. Kind of has a bit of Scarlet Nexus vibes to it. It's kind of like an RTS, but I don't know, like, really, not RTS, sorry, like it's a tactics game, but as a gacha game, I can understand people that like getting their favorites and their little waifus. Also, the era of the furry is here in Japan, if you didn't know, and I don't know. I feel like the art design is a little bit too bland for the character designs for me, but holy shit, look at this visual design for the world. It's very striking. It looks like, a way to describe it is it looks like Pixiv art. It looks like people just making art for like Korea, Japan, China. Is it just Code Lyoko? Maybe. But the music's really good too. This is a good, like, trailer, like a punchy trailer.
It's time to make your choice.
So yeah, Enfield. I guess this is a thing. At first, I didn't know what the gameplay was. I assumed it was an RTS because of how that was presented. However, watching this footage shows that it's actually more of a, I guess, action game, question mark? I don't really know. They don't really show combat. They show this overworld walking around here, and I don't really know what the combat would be, but as a mobile game, I can't imagine it'd be too intense. Who knows, it might be similar to playing a lot of these other mobile ones, similar to, say, Nier, where it's like, it's actually just, you wander around these environments don't really do anything. You might do minor puzzles, and then you might go into a tactical fighting situations or something. I'm unsure. Got excited when you said furry, but it's just anime trash with ears smacked onto them. That's the thing. It's light furry from what I understand. I don't think it is proper. Also, hey NC, welcome in. Yeah, like I said, I'm not big on the character designs, but the world design and the aesthetic of it, it's very strong. And you can see why Japan are really, really into it. But yeah, Arknight's Enfield. Doesn't look too bad. If my brother can do COD or Fortnite, who knows what else? There are fighting games and stuff like that. There are action games. There's quite a lot on there, Klunima. It's just rare to see them ever make a game that is very robust in terms of its gameplay on mobile devices, mostly because of the control limitations. So it can render things. It's not visuals that's the issue. It's the actual gameplay aspect. That's usually what is limiting. All right, that's all the announcements. Let's jump into the final article of today, which I talked about Square actually quite a few times today already. Square Enix is in a weird space, and it's going to force me to talk about Babylon's Fall. Oh my gosh. Babylon's Fall. A game that I was very worried about and got more worried about as time went on, and as a Platinum fan is making me very, very worried. Platinum Games worked together with Square Enix to make this game, which originally was supposed to be an pure action game, which became a multiplayer service action game, is in a really bad state. In a really bad, people not happy state. Like, people don't care about it. People, like, were not a fan of, like, the changes to the visual art design, the combat design, all this stuff that just started to get changed as time went on. Unknown whether it was Platinum's decision or Square's decision. They started asking people, they've put out a survey supposedly to see if the game like could look any better. Just trying to get a bit of community outreach going on. However, I think it's Steam player numbers. Let's look at Steam charts, track what's being played. That's not what we want. Steam player count. Babylon's Fall. Ooh, I got 404 on that one. Interesting. I don't know why I'm getting 404. It is coming up, but oh my gosh. This is really bad. Like, this is abysmally bad. There is only 271 people playing. There was a peak. I saw there was like a little while back. There was a peak. There was a point there where only 5 players were online. By the way, this is a multiplayer game. It does have single player, but this is extremely poor. I don't know. Platinum has a history of taking licensed games to pay for, but this is different though. Informable. From what it sounds like, this actually was Platinum's idea. So if you don't know, this is not Platinum's main team. This is the new team that they built of a lot of sort of younger people, a lot more ones to grit their teeth on, and they invested a decent amount of money into it. And it sounds like that so did Square. Yeah. This game could be really, really bad for them. I don't know what the fallout will be for this, but Platinum Games just changed hands for their CEO and everything like that. And this is now a game where we've got such a low player base for a multiplayer game. It came out at such a bad time. Bringing out an action game, even Strangers of Paradise, by the way. So this is why I also want to talk about that. That game has come out. People are still hot from playing Elden Ring. I can't wait to play Stranger. I'm exhausted from playing Elden Ring. I don't know if I want to play another action game right now. And I love that genre. I'm going to take a short break before I jump into Strangers. I wanted to play this game, but there is no way on hell it was going to be able to get a glimpse in at the same time as me playing Elden Ring. There was just no chance. And it's kind of weird that Square would do this for a couple of different things, because there's a few games that have come out or coming out and they're probably going to die on entry because they should not have been put out yet. And so now we have this weird scenario where I don't know if they're trying to beat the like maybe the end of financial year. Maybe there's some sort of weird like tax thing that's happening. Perhaps there's development cycles because they needed to put these games out for financial reasons, because of marketing divisions. Really unsure, but this game should not have come out at this time. It was sent off to die, and that's what it feels like. Yeah, which leads to this now little snippet that actually came directly from Babylon's Fall's team. Today we revealed new information about the new version 1.10, Near Automata collaboration event, and the future of Babylon's Fall. And it says, is the continuing service in danger? No, there are no plans to reduce the scale of the development of Babylon's Fall. The content up to the end of Season 2 is practically complete, and we have started work on Season 3 and beyond. I call bullshit on this part. We continue to provide new content for the game and make improvements for player feedback, striving to keep the existing players and playing and to attract newcomers. Again, I hope this doesn't collapse by the time I play this, because I do want to play this game. It just came out at a very bad time, and I'm hoping this is a message that them saying the team themselves recognize that this was a bad time. But it's we would like to thank all Sentinels already enjoying the world. But maybe this game is good, but people are not thrilled with it. People, even action game fans, are not thrilled with it. This game could just be bad, and it could be destined to die. It's really hard to say, not getting hands-on with it, but from what I've seen, it's yeah, this is a rough situation. I feel for them, but yeah, it feels like Platinum's gotten the short end of the stick far too many times, but they've also ended up doing a lot of damage to themselves at the same time. So this is sad to see. I really hope that this game does go a little bit longer and finds a community maybe, but we'll see. I heard it's a bunch of recut FF assets. Not a whole heap. There are ones in there. Basically the 14 team and the 7 remake team did help out a little bit, but not really a huge amount. It's a lot of stuff made by the new Platinum team, so we'll see. It's really hard to say. A real life service makes this announcement, but it's kind of insane it's coming so soon after release. It really is. I think that's the scariest part about this it's just why the fact that they're releasing this statement so soon really shows that something is really, really bad. That's not the FF I heard referenced. Oh, really? I know about the 14 models. I know about the remake assets that people saw. So basically there's like character assets, but like armors and things like that from 14. There were some assets people noted from like sort of rubble and debris and things like that, and just various different things that were from remake. I don't know if any of the other Square teams put anything into it, but how that works is that generally when you work at a particular like place, they might have like just an asset library that you can bring things in from. They will probably need to get the okays to be able to use it in their thing and reskin it and stuff like that. But the fact that this is Platinum, I'd like to reiterate that this is Platinum, so that means Square gave those assets to the Babylon's Falls team, which makes that a bigger deal. But still not huge. I still am okay with it. I don't care about asset flipping as long as it's used well. If people can't recognize it, 9 times out of 10 people don't realize public libraries are used for a lot of just various different games. But maybe I misheard. I don't know. I'm really unsure, Informable. I did talk about it. I'm fairly sure I talked about that ages back, because I think that was another controversy I talked about with this one. But man, I want to talk positive. I want to find an opportunity to be able to talk positive about this game. My only thing is, whenever I see cases like this, is if they can survive the entry, and then they can prove themselves that they've done good work, and they can fix the problems that people already like have on entry, and make it into a real game, that would be brilliant. But we've got a scenario here where this may hurt Platinum really hard, and I don't want to see that again. They've already had some pretty bad project stuff over the past few years, almost a decade of just shit going wrong. That I want to win for them. I just want to get a win for them. But that's that. That's the news for the week. Curious the future for both companies, because Platinum in trouble, Square making bank. They've got so many projects on the way, and some things are just going to be thrown out there. That's what publishers do, that's what developers do, but we'll see. All right, I'm going to take a break now. We will jump into Kirby. I had to think about that then. We're going to play the Kirby demo. I'm very excited to play this. I have no idea how long it's going to be. Once I finish that, it sounds like it's probably only an hour or two, maybe. We'll jump into Mario Kart. If there's enough people, I might jump into Pokemon, depending. But I feel a bit of Mario Kart today. I think that's where I'm feeling today. Do you know how the dev timing of this syncs up with the Avengers game? The Avengers game started a lot earlier, from memory, Informable, and it finished up a lot earlier as well. So they're probably, I want to say, half a cycle out, so probably about a year and a half out of each other. But what I will say is that they are different divisions. That's where, of the Western branch, the one that's over in is Square's branch? I forget where Square's Western branch is, because I don't think it's in California. It's in I think it's in Montreal. I think that's mostly handled by them, and that was Crystal Dynamics, and that just was fucked up. That was not good. That was a very greedy. I don't personally believe that this game is greedy in a way that's strange with its microtransactions for a Japanese developer, that they feels like they kind of misunderstood the industry. The Avengers game was just pure greed. Like, that felt like that was a game that was deliberately trying to bank in so much on the IP that they could try and just get away with stuff. And the industry rejected it. It proves that there is limitations that that they will have to find, and that's the problem with finding the needle on a lot of this stuff sometimes, of like where it lands, in terms of how much essentially gaming communities are willing to be pushed around and willing to spend on, or how far can you push like trying to monetize something. And I feel like the Avengers game was a good example of gaming still comes first. Like, there's a limit to some of that stuff, especially if your entry level budget for a certain game, or what they think of it is going in, it is not. So yeah, I don't know. I think it's one of those things that this will be an ongoing battle. We're not gonna figure it out and then it's figured out. Monetization for video games will always be a changing beast, and it's just, people need to make themselves heard with their wallet and be smart consumers. That is the only way you can fight against very poor decisions in the industry like that. And some people are just unfortunately very, very vulnerable to they'll just purchase and buy and stuff. It's rough. It's rough. Anyway, I'll take a quick break now. I'll be back very shortly for Curbs, and after Kirby, probably some Mario Kart. All right, sit tight, chat. I'll be back shortly.